from a big company, Square Enix. You know, and I mean, Square Enix sucks right now, but at that time they were kind of at a high period.
Right now we're in golden capitals.
Why does this look like? Why does this look like a fucking building from like VeggieTales? Like the one where it's like Daniel and the lions.
Well, I never watched Veggie.
No, it's based off of a Bible story. It's based off of a fucking the one story of like Daniel who's like a psychic or something, who basically you know, tells the king his dream, but then the other wise men just really fucking hate him, so they like try to like so essentially they just throw him into the lion's den, but he survives it. I don't know if you've heard it or not.
I don't.
But it's like it's a common Bible story, but it's essentially just that. To be fair, most of the Bible stuff I get is from VeggieTales. It probably says a lot more about me as a person.
Do you like VeggieTales?
That's true, I still do. I honestly, I really still love VeggieTales even as an adult. Actually, I might like it more as an adult, as I feel like it's aged pretty well.
Here's your Sonic Colors reference.
Oh yeah, the fucking
No, Azoth, this place will not give you golden showers. Just talking about that last.
If I was gonna say that I was gonna say this building, if not VeggieTales, it was gonna remind me of like the Zelda CDI in terms of like just the background.
Somehow we're up like that.
I don't know why, but the background just gives me like Zelda CDI vibes, like the fucking Royal Palace in the beginning. Like I'm imagining the fucking king to just hang around here for some reason.
I really like Zelda. Yeah, I know.
Yeah, actually, you know, they actually recently made like a game similar to it called RZ that I should definitely check out eventually. It's like a Zelda CDI, but it's actually playable.
So I guess Zelda CDI, but fun.
Pretty much, that's what it is. It's just basically, it's just again, it's kind of like Zelda CDI, except the game is actually playable, and but it still has the same shit cutscenes. So it's kind of like a homage to it. I haven't played it yet, but I probably should eventually though. If it goes on sale or something like that. Should definitely check it out.
Probably.
It will eventually, I'm sure. Probably not for a while. But that was one I was in say that people have recommended to me. Though it is pretty
Slicers,
people have recommended that I check that one out because it's similar, but I honestly really like. I have never played the Zelda CDI, mostly because again I don't need. Actually, someone actually fucking did a whole remaster of it. That's not even requires an emulator at all. I could probably get that because the remaster actually has it where the controls are decent. So I'd rather do it on a remaster than emulator.
Yeah, but you always say the original is the best.
That's true.
What you say?
But that's true. Yeah. I say yeah. You gotta play it on the original hard. No, you gotta play it on original hardware, not even emulated. Just play it on original hardware because but I'm like, where the fuck am I gonna find that? This game's probably costs a lot of money.
And where are you gonna find a Zelda CDI, which I think is worth close to $500 last time I knew.
A copy is probably, yeah, the console might be more.
I think a Philips CDI is close to $500, $700, depending what model you get. There's some models, I think there's 3 different models.
But yeah, but part of me's like, I'd only play that game just for like, play that system for just a few games, I guess.
I'd rather, some consoles I'll just emulate because I know I won't buy it.
I think one console I know that I will never own, but maybe want to try to find one of these days at a good price, which is going to be impossible, is a Neo Geo.
I think you get a Neo Geo Pocket Color for $1.
Fun fact, even though the Neo Geo itself, the Pocket Color was actually originally sold for $70 back then, believe it or not.
Oh, a lot of things.
although the Neo Geo itself was actually very expensive at the time.
20 coins, bitch. Give me my coins.
As I remember, the Neo Geo, I think it was like $600, $700 system back in the day, but it was mostly because it was literally an arcade.
Oh, of course,
That
they,
was
they make the pig animal robot a pig.
Makes sense. Although I know the reason why the Neo Geo was very expensive was because it was quite literally an arcade machine.
Well, it was a compact arcade machine.
Pretty much, yeah. So you were literally getting the arcade at home. So
Maybe
it
just
made
looking
sense. I know. I remember the games for the Neo Geo were actually also like $200, $250 each.
Have you seen how big those?
Yeah, because it's literally an arcade machine inside the cartridge.
There goes. There goes nothing. God.
Yeah, they are huge because it's quite literally like it's literally just an arcade.
Well, did they have like? Didn't some of them have like double cartridge slot?
Some of them, yeah. Oh, the machines, the arcade machines, yes, because you could switch the game. You can play multiple games on one machine.
We're talking about the cartridges. Like, didn't someone have like double those little chip things, whatever?
I don't know. I don't think the console Neo Geo console itself did, but the arcade, yes, because the Neo Geo arcade machines were essentially what made them unique was that they had multiple games on one machine.
Yeah, because they had a big motherboard, and that's why their Neo Geo arcade machines are very highly collectible and expensive.
We actually have a few of them in my there's a few Neo Geo arcade machines near me, believe it or not.
I have a lot of them in my area because I got the largest arcade in the world.
That's true.
But
That makes sense. Yeah, the Neo Geos are actually very popular, and
I've made a couple.
Actually, they're very popular in Mexico, believe it or not.
They're also very popular in Mexico.
That's probably my first, like, I think in Mexico, because there's like an ice cream place like near my house that actually had a Neo Geo. I think that was probably my first actual like introduction to that.
I can tell you what. I can tell you what's also very popular in Mexico.
What?
Dragon Ball Z.
That is true. Yes. Very true, actually. There are actually taquerias with Goku as a mascot. That is completely normal. I've seen that in person. It's very true.
Oh, I have to play this. I guess I gotta shield.
Like, Dragon Ball Z is more popular in Mexico than it is even in Japan, believe it or not.
I believe it was more popular in North America overall.
It was. I think Mexico counts as North America. So
it is North.
Yeah, that's why I said it should count as that market.
That's why I count. That's why I said North America because the top.
Yeah.
As far as I knew, the top three markets was Europe, United States, and Mexico.
Yeah. Because, well, actually, in the United States, I think it was most people's introduction to anime in general.
It was at the time. There wasn't, and there was English dubbed anime movies from the 80s and such, but I don't think they were popular.
I believe some of the first like anime to come to the U.S. was like Astro Boy and Speed Racer in the 60s because. And the reason for that was because it was just cheaper back then to outsource these shows. Because most like public television channels, it was just cheaper for them to get these shows.
Yeah, to buy the right. Broadcasting
right. Yeah, it was just cheaper to get the broadcasting rights. So that was like a lot of people's first, or at least to my father, he told me that was like his first introduction to Japanese animation was through that because. Growing up, he watched a lot of like shows like Speed Racer or Astro Boy because they were on television a lot.
Oh, it was cheaper.
Yeah, that's what he told me. That's what I looked it up. They were just cheaper to air, especially for local channels in my city. It was probably a lot cheaper for them in particular because they didn't have a lot of money.
Well, I'm pretty sure like the animation companies back then they didn't charge because they just wanted to get their name out.
Yeah. Yeah, I didn't have to try. Yeah, that was pretty much the reason. It was just cheap.
Oh, it's a monster grabby hand Mario World.
I mean,
Try and pay attention to the lava here so I don't get hit. I get hit. I say that as I get hit. This is probably gonna be my last stage.
yeah.
Well, I want to break before I go to record later on.
You know what? That's fair. I'm probably tonight. I'm gonna, work on. I got another commission.
We should be doing homework too.
Yeah, not only that, but I'm also gonna work on my second poster too.
Should be focusing on homework more than anything else.
I am.
Want to tell the audience about how you really love typography class?
Oh yeah, my teacher, my typography teacher. I don't know what
he loves his typography course.
I liked typography 1. Like the first one.
Oh, why not typography 2?
I'm fucking miserable.
How is it miserable?
I don't know. Just the course itself is just very. My issues is that the professor is just not very descriptive on the course, and she's like, "Well, I explain everything on the, in class." So I'm like, "Yeah, I see it, but it's not necessarily."
Oh, I have to hit the thing. Well, I don't like book boss questions like, oh, at least I got to check.
That's good. But yeah, it's like I remember basically like a lot of like the readings are like she's like, well, it explains everything in the readings. I do actually read the textbook, but it's just that a lot of the explanations are very vague. Like, you know how like a lot of textbooks like they're fucking like shit is just like filler?
Yes.
Yeah, that's literally that's my main issue is like, gee, I can't find like the exact thing you want me to like answer because I will read this like over and over and over again, but I'm like, I have a hard time looking for it because I just struggle with this stuff because it's just half of it's just useless filler.
Well, to you it's filler, but to some people,
no, I just like, to me, I learn things when it's just to the point. Like, I'm just like, to me, I'm like, get on with it when it comes to like learning stuff. I'm like, I just want to learn. I just want it to be to the point. Get to the point rather than like
Junior.
Yeah, I like it when it's like to the point rather than it just being like very.
There's Fang back.
Yeah.
What I don't like is I can't really see the flames.
Yes.
Like that.
Yeah, you couldn't even see that.
I got no ring. You're running a little magic carp.
Kinda, yeah.
You mean that's how you have to do it?
I think it might be.
I think I spammed too quick, but if it works, it works. I gotta go through this shit. Like, you didn't even see that lava flow thing.
Yeah, you can't really.
Late. Like this shit.
Oh, yeah.
And that.
Oh yeah, that is definitely too late. For sure. You can't fucking see that. How are you supposed to know? When you can't see that there's one above your head like that. Yeah, that was kind of BS.
Like that.
Like that. You can't. You don't really see that.
Don't see it until the last minute.
Yeah, like you don't know if it's above your head or not.
There I gotta zoom forward. Hard to see.
It doesn't really. It's because it doesn't really trigger until like you're there.
I'm just trying to look here. Supposed to hit him? I can't hit him. I got.
Oh, the actual literal fucking hazards.
I need a ring now.
Ring or checkpoint, yeah.
Oh, come on.
Oh!
I did not see that coming.
Neither did I, to be honest.
This has to be a final boss.
It has to be always some sort. Yeah, definitely. Considering how it's a bit longer of a fight, yeah, you would.
It has to be a final boss. It's not a boss, perfect. Session. Save us time. Will save me. Fuck these lava things. No. This level I don't have. I can't see the goddamn lava. At least they're not punishing you too bad in terms of ring.
Yeah.
At least they give you some opportunity to get. I guess I gotta keep low. That I don't like. Gives you the illusion that you can keep going.
Yeah, there's stuff. That's something I've noticed quite a bit.
These lava falls remind me of marbles.
Kinda.
Well, they remind me of it. That's when we saw our first lava.
That's true.
What?
What? I guess you can only hit him from below.
I think it's because I technically hit him. What?
Yeah, that made no sense. How does that? What? That's weird because you weren't able to touch them earlier.
I can see why people call this bugged.
What?
I can see why people call this bugged.
Yeah. It might be.
I get hit. And he's trying to act up. See, look at that. I did the same thing, right? I get hit, and I don't get hit, but I do it another time, and I still get hit. Make it make sense. You think this is the final boss, or you think it's very close?
Very close, more than likely. I'm not entirely sure though.
The final boss is always Eggman.
That's true. That's why I said I highly doubt they would make Fang the final boss. I highly doubt they would ever do that.
I don't know what the thing is.
Yeah, to be fair, I don't know. There's several Sonic games where there are several Sonic games in which Eggman is not the final boss. Okay, like fucking Unleashed. It's literal.
I thought, I was thinking of Eggman Land. I was like, oh, that's Sonic Color.
Wait, I was gonna say
Eggman Land is like 40 minutes.
We literally get a. Oh yeah, and now instead of like an Unleashed, I think we literally get a Kirby boss of a fucking final boss. If you know what I mean by. I think you know what I mean by Kirby boss. He looks like a fucking Kirby boss.
He does.
Just a fucking random ass demon monster shit. Because that's every Kirby final boss essentially, with an eyeball.
Dang, why don't you move up? Seriously.
It's like doing it on purpose.
Well, it's trying to cycle me in for another hit. I think part of this is scripted. Now I got the 3 hits, which brings me over here.
How do you dodge that?
Apparently people have, yes.
SEGA playtest your games.
Apparently, I think they had the same issue as Mania. I don't think they put this through many quality tests.
All I know is that the Mania people eventually worked on another game that Penny said a great way. That was the reason why they didn't. That's the reason why the Mania people didn't work on this game.
What did they work on?
They worked on their own game
What
called
hit
Penny's.
me?
It was just the stage hazard. Oh, that was
I don't know what hit me there. I do this shit. Got him.
Alright.
Now I got him. Like, of course I get him. I don't think it's the last zone, but I think it was pretty close. Oh, now I get up there.
Yeah, I don't think this list is very close to it though.
Well, I get 3,200 points. Goes Amy. Dunk. Got the chaos armor. Ow.
Ooh.
Here's your reveal. There she is. And she becomes a dragon.
Yeah.
Throw into a final boss. All the characters are here. Yeah, I think I'm being thrown into the final boss.
Yeah.
Yep, I think this is final boss time. Alright. And she got pissed. So is this the third movie to How to Train Your Dragon?
I wonder what Sonic fans' reaction to that was.
And this is apparently this is what they meant by the traitor aspect. And apparently that's why she wears her mask as she dies.
Yeah. Again, I wonder what Sonic fans most Sonic fans' reaction were.
You don't know anything about anything anymore. You don't know what you're talking about when you talk to me. Why won't you just shut up and keep your opinions to yourself? No one wants to hear that answer. Why don't you go kill yourself? La, 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 la.